What if you had the chance to save a life? Could you do it? Would you do it? Hi, I'm Robin Newman of Lifeline Blood Services, and I'd like to share with you our charge from this community. Every day in 17 counties across West Tennessee, people have to have blood and blood products just to survive. Last year, Lifeline was able to provide over 26,000 units of blood to patients suffering from diseases like leukemia, cancer, and sickle cell anemia. But there's also the unexpected. Accidents, emergency surgeries, premature births. Life is so fragile, and it can change in the blink of an eye. Had it not been for donors like you, many of these people might have died.
I knew I had some sort of problem and I didn't know what it was, and after I retired, of course I wasn't doing as much, and for a while I didn't notice it because I could sit down anytime I wanted to anyway. And I got up one morning, and I'm always an early bird anyway, and I got up and was going into the bathroom, and I never told anyone till later, but I just hit the floor. They put me in the hospital, and I had to have 6 units of blood at one time. That's how low my blood was.
Keeping a constant supply of blood for our hospitals is very demanding. But there's an even more challenging need we face: maintaining our supply of platelets. Platelets are the part of your blood that stick together and form the clots that keep you from bleeding to death. They are used mainly in major surgeries and by people suffering from cancer and leukemia.
For many of our patients, the platelet transfusions have been really a critical part of their care, without which some undoubtedly would have bled to death.
Platelets are obtained during a special type of donation known as apheresis. An apheresis donation takes approximately 2 hours and involves having needles placed in both arms. Blood is drawn from one arm and is separated into red cells, plasma, and platelets by a centrifuge process. Platelets and plasma are kept, and the red blood cells are returned to you in the other arm.
I enjoy coming up and doing platelets. They're great. They do anything for you. They're real sweet. And it makes me feel good to know that I'm helping someone that can't help themselves.
I think the staff really appreciates what we do because of how nice they are. You know, they're gentle, they're always worried about you, they're real friendly. The people, you get to know them really well because you can give once a month instead of once every 2 months.
I think it makes it a whole lot easier for us to come in and do this kind of thing because of them making it so easy for us. The girls at work will say, well, what movie did you get to watch this time?
What's so challenging about apheresis? Well, platelets expire after only 5 days. That means that every 5 days we have to completely replace our entire region's supply of platelets.
Because platelets have a very short lifetime in the blood, transfusions are frequently required every 3 to 5 days. It's extremely important for us to have at all times an adequate supply of platelets in the blood bank. Sometimes they're needed on a moment's notice.
Platelets is one thing that money can't buy. You can have all the money in the world, if there's no platelets available and you need them, you die.
You know, we sing that old song in church, it's power in the blood, and I says, you know, that's a good spiritual song. But I said, I've learned something. It sure has its physical qualities too. That's where the life and the power is in the human body, it's in the blood. And when you get low on it, you're just like a little baby.
Apheresis is a very special donation, which requires more of a commitment from you, the donor.
They have to take their own time somewhere from work or for family time and contribute. And that's what makes people special.
You're giving part of your life to be able to save somebody else's life.
It can save someone's life. It only takes a couple hours. You think, well, that's a long time, but you get to sit there and watch a movie. It's not wasted time. You can read or watch CNN. I've had people help me all my life, and this is something I can do to kind of give back some.
Come as often as you can, even if it's only once or twice a year. We'll take anything you've got. Any time that you can give us is precious time. However you can do it, that's what we need.
I'd like to tell them all thank you. And you'll never know this side of heaven how much you have helped. It's important because, you know, it's your life. Without them, I wouldn't be here.
As a nurse, I've seen firsthand what the gift of blood can mean. It really is life or death. Ours is a huge responsibility, and there is only one way to get blood, and that's from people like you. Please help if you're able. Together, we are making a difference, one life at a time.
You don't realize what a wonderful blessing you're giving people.